MC Press Online presents Video Tutorials with Joe Pluto. Video Tutorial Volume 1, WDSC Basics. Tutorial number 1, create a custom perspective to use while maintaining System I source code. What you're going to do in this first video tutorial is set up your workbench to maximize your productive space. You will be creating a custom perspective taking advantage of the concept of fast views. This custom perspective will be used throughout the rest of the video tutorials. You'll start by closing the initial help windows of WDSC. The first help window is the welcome window. And while this window has a lot of really great information, you won't be using it for these tutorials, so please close the window by clicking on the X. You can always reopen it by selecting Help, Welcome. Next, please close the iSeries Remote System Explorer Introduction window. There's some good information here as well, and I encourage you to review it at your leisure. But for this tutorial, please close the window by clicking on the X in the tab. Similar to the Welcome menu, you can reopen this menu by selecting iSeries RSE Getting Started from the main Help menu. This initial tutorial is all about perspectives and views. Views are small, self-contained panels of information, such as the outline view. A perspective is a group of related views. WDSC starts out in the Remote Systems Explorer perspective. The views of Remote Systems Explorer are positioned all around the border of the workbench, as you can see, while the central editing area, which is currently blank, is a rather small rectangle positioned in the middle of the workbench. In a default configuration at 1024 by 768, it really doesn't leave a lot of room for editing, and you're going to have to fix that by moving some views. If you right-click on the tab for a view, the context menu for the view will appear with a number of options. Today you will focus on the options Fast View and Close. The Fast View option iconifies the view and moves it to the shortcut bar on the bottom of the workbench. Right-click on the Remote Systems view and select Fast View. The view will show up as an icon and move to the shortcut bar, and then clicking on this bar will alternately show and then hide that view. The Close option actually removes a view from the perspective. You can also simply click on the X on the right side of a tab to remove a view. Unlike fast views, closed views are no longer available in the perspective. The only way you can reopen them is using the Show View option of the window menu. Click on the X as shown to close the team view, and the team view will disappear. Note that since the team view was the last view in its particular stack, the properties view now expands to fill the vacated space in the workbench. You will take advantage of this behavior to maximize your editing space. Let's continue on. Right-click on the Properties tab and select Fast View to make it a fast view. Do the same for the Remote Scratch Pad, and then over on the right, right-click on the Outline tab and select Fast View. Now your editing space, though empty, will stretch from left to right of the workbench. You now have the maximum horizontal space available. Let's now maximize your vertical space. Views can be resized as well as closed. Position your cursor on the area that separates the editing area from the other views, the top one being the Remote Systems Detail, and your cursor will turn into a double-headed arrow. You will then be able to click and drag the arrow downward. This will resize the window. Continue dragging the board downward until only 2 or 3 lines are visible in the Remote Systems Detail view. Then release the mouse. You will now have about as much space as you can expect to get in your editing view. The final step is to save this newly created perspective. From the window menu, select the Save Perspective As option. You'll be prompted for the name of the perspective. Since I use this for editing iSeries or System I information, I call it iEdit. Type in iEdit and press the OK button. You now have a powerful perspective available for editing. This has been an MC Press Online production. This has been a Pluto Brothers Design tutorial.